Thanks.
Hi, I'm Kelsie, and I'm your anchor for this week. First up, we have Owen with our headlines.
Hello Eagles, my name is Owen and I'll be your headline anchor for Friday, May 7th. India broke records again yesterday in its tragic surge of COVID-19 cases and deaths yesterday. 412,000 new cases and nearly 4,000 deaths were reported. In response, the Biden administration has restricted travel from India, sent aid and medical supplies, and said it would support waiving intellectual property rights for vaccines. This would allow developing countries to produce vaccines currently owned by private companies. On Monday, a Mexico City railway bridge collapsed onto a busy road late at night near the Olivo station on Line 12 of one of the world's busiest metro systems. Multiple fatalities were reported and nearly 80 people were sent to hospitals within the area. The collapse occurred in a recently built part of the bridge that had consistent problems before the tragic accident. The GOP is divided over loyalty to former President Trump and his claims that the 2020 election was stolen. Wyoming Representative Liz Cheney and Utah Senator Mitt Romney have stood up against the false narrative, receiving harsh criticism from their Republican colleagues and Trump. Lawyers for Indiana Republican Governor Eric Holcomb and a Marion County court challenging the law that the Republican-dominated legislature enacted over his veto. This dispute started from mask mandates and social distancing rules. Senator Garton announces Austin, Scottsburg, and Crothersville will receive over $1.3 million to improve roads and bridges from a community crossings matching grant program. The grant provides a wonderful opportunity for our Hoosier communities to improve existing infrastructure, but also to begin new and innovative projects. They have not listed any specific roads or when their project will start, so stay tuned, Eagles, till we get more information. Back to you, Kelsie.
Thank you, Owen. First up is my opinion piece over the jail system.
Okay. Hello, Eagles. I'm Kelsie here, and I'm going to talk about the jail system and why I think it's broken. So, basically, the jail system, it's not like prison, so there's not a lot of major crimes, more like people with drug abuse, alcohol abuse, not paying a ticket, stuff like that. Why I think it's broken is because people who already got a felony, they're too lazy to get jobs, they just get addicted to drugs or alcohol, they keep getting arrested for the same things over and over on purpose. Why, you may ask? Well, simple. It's because they don't have a job, so they can't afford houses, and they can't afford anything nice or anything, like a shower. But if you go to jail, you get free shower, free utilities, free 3 meals a day, free TV, free exercising. You get all this stuff, and if I was them, I wouldn't want to leave either. So as soon as they get released, they do something to go right back in. Sometimes they might even get caught on purpose just so they can go back into the system. That is why it's broken. Jail is meant to be a punishment, not something that is a free housing. And taxpayers pay their hard-working money so these people can live off the jail system. I think that we should make it more of a punishment, maybe 1 meal a day, no TV, no good running water. I think that they should actually be punished for their crimes, not just sitting in a jail cell, having a time of their life, playing card games, etc. Thanks, Eagles, and that is my opinion.
Next up, we have a researched opinion piece with Emily over vaping.
What do I think vaping is?
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it in a... Hang on. Stop.
Well, I think vaping is the use of some kind of electronic device that makes vapor of some kind. Yeah.
Hi Eagles, Emily here, and I'm here to talk about a hot topic that is very well known amongst teenagers, but is not very, the facts aren't very well known. E-cigarettes are electronic devices that heat up a liquid form of nicotine that also has anywhere between 15 to 20% aerosol in the device that produces the puff of air when you release the nicotine, and it's the thing that gives you the buzz or the addiction feeling that you get when you hit that nicotine. Juuls are a type of brand that's very well known. It's the #1 top-selling e-cigarette brand in the game right now, and one pod is equal to a pack of cigarettes. Parts of the brain that control attention span, learning, mood, and impulse control up until you're 21 are still developing, so nicotine can affect those parts of your brain. Each time a new memory is created or a new skill is learned, synapses are built between each brain cells, and young brains build synapses a lot faster than adult brains, and nicotine can change the way those synapses are formed. People who smoke vapes, 1 out of 4 end up smoking cigarettes by the end of their lifetime. And a 2016 National Academy of Medicine report found that e-cigarette use increased frequency and sales of cigarette smoking in the future. Vapes are small electronic forms that have to be charged of nicotine that the battery heats up the vape and it releases the nicotine into a smoke form and you don't have to light it. So there's your facts on vaping. Now what do we do with all that? So underage vaping is obviously a problem, but it's not the worst problem I'm sure we've heard about on this news show or seen in America. So students and or whoever is buying the vape should be cautious of where it's being purchased or who you're buying it from. And the buyer should do their best to know for sure what is in the vape. Definitely, if you're going to do this, get it from a store or make sure that the vape is packaged, because you definitely don't want to be inhaling something that could potentially be harmful. But vaping is shown that it does cause long-term health problems, but as long as you're using the right vape, it is not like any other drug. It doesn't have those effects and it can't kill you. I mean, over long term it can, but. So obviously underage vaping and vaping even for the legal age is going to be hard to stop in general because nicotine is legal and it's sold right here in town at local gas stations. You can just go in, and some places don't even card, so it's easy access. So in my opinion, instead of just pushing it down as a problem, saying stop this, stop that, we should continue to educate and know what you're smoking if you're going to smoke, because there's no guarantee we can get every student and every adult to stop smoking, even given these life-threatening health issues. I think we just need to be more educated on the situation, knowing what it is and knowing exactly what you're smoking. Back to your anchor.
Smoking. Honestly, I don't know a lot about it. I do know it's started out as like electronic cigarettes. It's an alternative way that people are smoking, and they can smoke without having the harmful effects of secondhand smoke.
Next up, we have Jonathan hyping up our baseball boys with this piece. We have Jonathan with the sports.
Hey Eagles, this is Jonathan with your sports for this week, and unfortunately we had a bunch of rain this week and not a lot of teams got to play. But luckily, after a waiting period and missing 2 games, Austin Eagles baseball had a game this Thursday. Thank you, and back to your anchor.
Thanks, Jonathan. Now we have Mr. Plass and his scoop with the track.
Third and final call, girls, 300 meters.
We're not mathematicians. We're not mathematicians.
Hey, thanks for watching, All right, we'll go rock and roll. Let's get second, third, and fourth runners off the track.
I PR'd in discus and in shot put.
Let's go, boys. Good job. Good times, Coach.
Get that camera out of my face!
Good job, Slime.
Let's go, Shay! All the way, right?
Raps are sick and my rhymes are fire. Can't handle the heat, go ahead and retire. That was so good. I'm gonna print off some paper, I'll give you a flyer. Oh! Nice. I won this the race, my shoes were on fire. Might use that flyer to let the flames burn higher. Red, you got the rest of this ribbon.
Of 2021.
Thanks, Mr. Plass. And just a reminder, let's wish our senior students good luck on their senior trip. Thank you for watching. Soar high, Eagles.